はい、ということで、Thanks for coming, everyone. And hope you are having a wonderful day. Today, I'm going to play Ace Attorney from episode 5. Okay? ということで、皆さんこんばんは。お愛想を提供するワクチンの理事長司です。今日はね、逆転裁判ですよ。久しぶりだね。なんだかんだ久しぶりだね。2週間ぐらいは経った気がするわ。So, it's been a while since I played Ace Attorney. So, I think it's 2 weeks or 3 weeks. But I have a little bit time today, so I'm going to play Ace Attorney today. あ、そらねさんいらっしゃい。こんばんは。今日はね、久しぶりの配信だし、久しぶりに逆転裁判をやっていきます。いやね、配信したくてたまらなかったんだけど、時間的な問題と、ちょっとね、熱が出てたんで、その辺のね、兼ね合いもありまして、久しぶりの配信ですね。So, I was absent because I was having a fever and I was very busy to like studying. So, yeah, it's I'm sorry I was absent. そう、発熱あったんだよね。なんかね、夕方になると発熱を起こしてて、治ったんだけどね。あ、21になりました。ということでね。So, let's continue. My next right, Ace Attorney. やっていきましょう。熱はね、今はないんで大丈夫です。So, my fever solved yesterday. So, it's okay now. フィーバーで合ってる、フィーバーで。フィーバーで合ってる。have a fever とか、having a fever とか、I had a fever とか、いろいろあるんだけど、そう、フィーバーはフィーバーではありません。なんて言うんだろうな。フィーバーはフィーバーではないっていう。逆にフィーバーがフィーバーで使われることはまずないと思う。多分。これで合ってる？これで合ってそう。合ってるな、多分な。OK。さあ、始めていきましょう。僕の画面が小さい。僕の見てる画面が小さい。It's so small, I was looking. The screen. So, get big and big. February 23rd, 11:56 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. So, this girl is Emma. I think, as long as I understand, her sister is the defendant. そう、被告人がこのエマっていう子の姉だったよね。うん。だから、弁護しようという話ですね。Mr. Wright? What? Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of the lake, about to reach the surface. But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there. Pretty much. Except today, we are swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently, she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of clothes. So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of clothes. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant to tell the truth. 例え話が多いな。So they are talking about like how hard this case is and how hard defend this time's defendant. Alright, partner. いたなこいつ。いたわ。マーシャルね。They say you show a red cloth to a bull. It'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a young girl. At least. Officer Marshall. Thought I'd come take a look to see at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They got their home lunch, looked down, tighter than a port in enemy territory. That's hard to strip out, huh? What is going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. 何飲んでんねん。What are you drinking? You don't say? Now don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the award ceremony that afternoon, it was seeing it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. だから、なんかね、犯行現場で見つかったという犯行現場の写真では、赤いね、スカーフをこの通り着てないんだけど、このお姉さんは。その後は着てたみたいだね。So, Mr. wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's thick souls, I can hook you up with some fine leaves. Oh, we. February 23rd, 12:32 p.m. District Court Courtroom 9. あ、もう始まるんだ。It's already starting to like. I don't remember anything, but I think it will be a problem. So let's check everything. あんま覚えてないんだよな、もう。まあまあ、なんとかなるか。I'd like to resume. What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. What face are you making? Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue. Your lips are purple. You are sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those gritting teeth, those watery eyes. めちゃくちゃ言うとるな。What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You are doubled over. Your back is wet. It can't be. This can't happen. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Well then, I believe it is time we continued on with this trial. あ、リアクションさんいらっしゃい。Thanks for coming. It's been a while since I streamed. This is unacceptable. What are you talking about? Thanks for coming. It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me? Knock knock. Who's there? Who is this man? How are you this evening? So I had a fever this like 1 week, and it solved yesterday. So I'm fine right now. What's with this guy? A strange stuffy aura seems fever dislike me. A stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Who is this orange man? Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. He's hot. Glad you feel better, sir. Thank you, thank you. Who on earth is he? Oh, it's you. Please talk something. It's a very orange man. Oh, haha. Sorry, I'm late at LG. The roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see, Achi. How you been? Swim much these days? Oh, hello. No, I've been so busy. Judge knows him? Busy, Swizzy, Aji. My boy, you have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed. Archie. He's a very important guy. Oh. Maybe. So it is possible that he's criminal. Seems to be his nickname for the judge. Now guess the culprit. It's orange guy. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. I'm sorry, but who are you? Aha! So you're Raito, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Eh? Thanks. Don't panics. Please calm down. So sorry about our little Wazi giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime, Jory. Little Wazi? Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of police? 警察署長. District chief of police. That's an important role. Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Yeah, very important. But he does, like, his glasses makes him not important. He's the boss of the district. Oh. So maybe he can control something? Like, policies? Name's Gant. Demon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. I think he's culprit. His name seems culprit. His glasses makes him look 58. It's not that weird he's 58, by the way. He's actually maybe 58. Because he's demon. He's a culprit. So, to what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Wow, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. I don't know about you, but if a guy comes to me looking like that, it's yeah, he looks very like his ribbon is I don't know it's ribbon or necktie, but like tie, but it looks like red 十字架ってなんて言うんだろう。十字架って待ってね。違う違う。十字架はあ、クロスか。It's very close. Yes, close. This is a tie? I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler! So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. What do you think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe? Or Little Wazzy's car, no less. Little Wazzy means, I think, Mr. Etwas? Fire music. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Oh, switchblade knife. That seems. If it has blood, it's important, very. Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edwards, how could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now wait a minute, Fuzzy. I've no needs there. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document, where it says, person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there, Miles Edwards? He's actually culprit. He's definitely culprit. But that's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a little apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. It in the clouds means daydreaming. Oh, so like dreaming, like not sleeping, but not like that guy doesn't have like no mind. Imagining too much. Ah, okay. So yeah. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah. The court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. Blade, you owner? Well, I don't see why not. Could you open that up for me, I wonder? Why? Do it yourself? Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Right, I wouldn't be able to pound my cover anymore. This judge scared too much. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. You're also scared too much. Come on, just hurry up and open it. Get the judge off the chair. This judge is useless. zoom in and look this SL92? SL92? Yeah, SL92. What is the 2 meaning? There's a small tag on this knife. It seems to say SL92. What does that mean? Well, I've heard something similar. DL6 of DL6 incident fame. SL9? Second weapon maybe. That's very clear. too clear. But it's strange. Huh? What is? I'm not certain, but I get the feeling I've seen this somewhere before. Letters like this or letters that looked a lot like this somehow. 6-9? Yeah, I know 6-9 is this episode. I think 6-9 is in this episode. I remember that. Wah! Don't scare me like that. I'm the one who's scared. Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. And this dark red stain. Blood? A switchblade knife added to the court record. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I'd like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us? About the split between the prosecutors and the police and this knife. Sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one, really. Oh. Testimony, Chief Police, sir. A department in disorder. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. See? What a mess! The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. There was a murder at the police department? A detective? That's hush-hush information, Archie. We haven't exactly announced it yet. I think we should like arrest him for a different reason. Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order! Anyway, we as the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We are in the middle of the top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department's situation. There, Mr. Wright. 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. The chances of that are really slim. scientifically speaking, of course, I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Okay. Okay. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Hold it! Everything. Just say hold it to every sentence. Excuse me, special? Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might the special thing be this little tag? あ、エンバさんいらっしゃい。Thanks for coming. I had fever for 7 days, like 1 week, and it's solved yesterday, so I'm streaming today. Thanks for coming. Let's go! Oh, sorry, Raito. But I can't say that now, not that. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? That's quite a mystery. Unlike a mystery, it's wrapped in something, a muffler. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. Goodman なんかあったっけ? Is there any 6 like SL6 or something? No. Goodman. Goodman. This is a parking stop, and this is Mr. Edge's parking stop, so it doesn't matter. This one? This one. It's this one. Because you can see upside down SL9? SL9. SL9 か。そうか。So it doesn't. It wasn't 6-7. I'm so sad it wasn't 6-7. And date is February 21st? 67 そうそう67 67 So February 21st, is it something? I think it is this one. But I want to I want to do voice acting, so continue. This knife was found on the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Raito. Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine that knife while we can, Raito. Evidence that links this knife to Detective Goodman. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I should try presenting the piece of evidence that's had me stumped all this time. So, how were things down at the department? Yeah, that was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. Detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. The time of the crime, 5:15. So 5:15 is the Goodman's the death time, like the crime time for Detective Goodman. It's not officially linked to this case, here case, so I can't talk much about it. I think it is this one. First, まあまあ多分合ってるでしょ。さすがに I think if it's wrong, like if it's wrong, I will apologize, but I don't think it is wrong. Music stopped, so it's perfect. Don't worry about it. Thank you. Wait a second. Oh, at last, an honest to goodness objection. This knife, this has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? 67. 67 is important to this case. An honest to goodness? What do you mean from the edgy? This is great. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92. And this is important. Why? Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? 6 minus 7s. December 2nd? 6-7. Yona. It's upside down. Upside? Who put this guy as judge? The judge is not like us. The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around and what do you get? Judge does not have any critical thinking. Judge? I think Judge doesn't need to needs that skill because we have to show Judge for any important informations, so Judge has to judge himself, but that's it. He doesn't need critical thinking skills. That's why the conviction rate so high in Japan. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL9. That's the same thing that is written on the knife's tag. Order. Well, Chief. Oh well. I guess that cat's out of the bag. You win, righto. I win? What game is this guy playing? This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. So you lied? You lied? No, not lied, but you have to say that's before we mentioned. That was a bad way for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. The detective was killed at the festival awareness. Time of the crime. これは一緒か。This is the same. This is the same. So we'll have to press this. So this knife was stolen? Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say? Was it, in fact, a murder weapon? Nice. Good show, Lowazi. It was a murder weapon. as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder, and it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. Oh, so we have to show more? What can we present? This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. Evidence room? Evidence room? This knife was evidence. This knife was found as a crime scene wrapped in the defendant's muffler, small tag attached. But she was wearing muffler. The word muffler was overheard during a call made to Emma at 5:18. これは多分関係ないでしょう。This is not related. Is there something to this guy? This guy is not been an evidence for this trial. Did someone slap the blue badge? He looks very... yeah, I actually think someone slapped him. Like, he has a, hand... Ato. Like, he looks very miserable. So this is 221, but is it related? I think it is related, but if so, what should we do? Thank you for hydrate. Thanks for the posture check. This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. That's a bad way for the department. Yeah. The detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. Time of the crime? 5:15. Officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. Two detectives were killed at 5:15. One at the prosecutor's office, and one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence. And that knife! What was it doing there? So... I'd better check this knife out. Knife? Should I check knife more? Breeze-san, こんばんは。こんばんは。Thanks for coming. So, it's been a while, because I had a fever for a week. So, I couldn't stream. Can I check something? I don't think I can. SL92 is... There's a small tag on the knife. It says SL92. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not sure, but it reminds me of a similar code. That's weird, but I don't remember where. I think I've seen something like this before. Something similar to what's written on this tag. It wasn't that long ago either. Maybe I should check the code record again. Ah, これは調べたよね。ダークホール。こ これは so this is not like this is used before, so I don't think it is the evidence I have to show. This is not. This is I don't think this is also related this case anymore. Maybe it is, but I'm starting to think about that. But they for the department we want in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. See what a mess. 5:15. 5:15. The time of a crime. Date the time of death, February 21st. Between 4 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. It was caused by a... Is this like because why are you like why this man knows when good man died? Well, it's just parked and someone immediately put a body in his car. Yeah, it is very like it was made so many like haters, so maybe that's why he's suffering right now. I don't know why, but he's a chief of police, so maybe he knows this case. Like when they died, 5:18. 5:18 is this one. I have to check this again. There's no need to... What's wrong? You look like I do during finals. Never mind, it's nothing. I don't think like... The word muffler was overheard during the call made to Emma at 5:18. So exact time is not showed, and like other people like outside of this code, maybe. Or he know. The time of the crime is... どっかあったっけ? What's around your neck? Are you bonded with the venom symbiote? I don't know about venom symbiote. Hey, check it out. There's a metal plate. Spider-Man. Ah, Venom. That Venom. It looks like the name of all the previous represents I'm on it. But one guy's listed. Con calma. Con calma. Con calma. It's because Von Karma is related to this case. It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. Hopefully してないか. How can you say there's no connection? How? Because I'm chief of police. I can't just say anything I please via Raito. You understand? Try to understand, Raito. Well, if you can prove there is a connection, more power to you. Maybe there is something that ties the two matters together? Whatever it is, I'd better find it and get to the bottom of this. Two detectives were killed at 5:15. One at the police. So I didn't hold it this one. On the same day that the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department. That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it? Aji. I'm at loss for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested them. In fact, just arrested. That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Raito? I suppose I could help. If you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. Where the victim was found, how the victim was killed, when the victim died. I know this one because 5:15. Where the victim was found, I know this one because it's occurred in police department. How the victim was killed. This one. But 青太郎さんいらっしゃい。Thanks for coming. 来てくれてます。今日はね、逆転裁判を続きからやっております。I think there's no penalty, so if I make a mistake and it will be game over, I want to save here in case like it will be like go into game over. Well, how was the victim killed? How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. It was what we in the force call a stabbing with a knife. You press him twice. And a knife? That's exactly the same as Detective Goodman. That's the spirit. We are cooking now. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same. What do you mean? There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death. It seems like I'm going to have to press this a bit harder. Oh. So press him twice. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at police department. That's forgot. Just arrested. Good one. Here's the deal. After you once, you said that before. Not one thing. I can know everything. So tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can speak on where the corpse was found. But I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. The evidence room? Wait a second, I have heard of that. The evidence room. Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. There's a connection between the two cases. You seem happy, is that right? Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. What does leverage mean? Now we can get Gun to testify about the details. Testify about the details? Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. Huh. You don't say, well, I'll visit Raito. What's your connection? Yes, I'll visit, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the knife says evidence type. And we also know that the detective that murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. Say something. You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right there. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet. And or can we get the information unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What, really? Would have guessed. Oh, the next one. I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay? If you are going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Oh well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. The victim's division, the victim's ID number, the victim's gender. Gender is not related. So, ID number? I know Goodman has loved one. So maybe it is like gender is connected, but I'm not sure, so victim's ID number, the victim's division. Divisions is not important, I think. Gender? いやー、さすがに関係ないか。I want to know the victim's ID number. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. We keep a tight read on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is 5842 189. 5842 189. What what did you do, Goodman? Goodman seems very good guy because he's Goodman. Maybe he made a like right decision and punished. Goodman was a good man. Yeah, his name is Goodman after all. Well, that's quite long. And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 8 2. I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right. Well, Mr. Right. Judge have to write that? Judge, please do your job. Right. Does this tell you anything? The ID number of the victim at the police department 5842 Actually, it does, the owner. It does. I think. Meaning? It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the victim who was murdered at the police department. Tells you something? What does it tell you? Witness. What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. No, I got confused. And this is news? Huh? Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do. The police department, the prosecutor's police. So maybe he is making me like. So making me to do mistake in this case. Like if it is obvious, like this ID is the same, but if it's the same, like there's no like. Even if it's the same, like, it's very complicated. It makes it complicated. So, is this trap? The police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh ho! Is it yours? No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Raito. Personal IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. And this means what exactly? Huh? Wait, that ID number we had from the chief earlier. That started with 82. I forgot. I think it started with 5. You didn't even get the first number right again. The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189. But wait a second, right? What does this mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. Bruce Goodman killed twice? Like, was killed twice? What does our witness think about that? Hmm. Oh ho 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 ho! Sharp as attack, right? Oh, sharp as attack. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet, Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department. In the evidence room, at the exact same time. But that's impossible. So what we are saying is the same person who was killed at the same time? Poor Goodman. Are they in a completely different location? Order. Chief, what does this mean? No. What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine. But I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Now, just wait a second, Marcy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said, wait. Why didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error? The Mr. Edwards. They are yours. What? How dare... We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our officer Meekins who brought you the news. Meekins is like a skinny bastard. Not bastard. Like, it's the skinny one. Skinny police. Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait, aha! Yeah, this guy. Excuse me, but it's Mr. Edwards, anyone on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. You don't mean him? According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He says that report had nothing to do with the Nana Sky incident. Ah, so it wasn't nothing to do with this incident. Until now. Oh, very genius. I'll give Demon for crap. Yeah, very genius. You won. You won this case. A Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edwards, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report. Gah! Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making that connection. He did seem challenged. In any case, this is a serious error. A gross negligence of duty on your part, Wazi. But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then no such luck this time, worthy. Or should I say, unworthy? What? Yeah, it's actually like clear that he is the culprit. Like there's no way like he is demon. Actually, Like, there is no way that he isn't Damon. Now, what was the second rule of evidence law? Steering. Well, Mr. Light. Huh? Oh, well, it's, Rule 2. Unless installed evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant? Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. So, what does that mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Raito over there. Good job, Raito, my boy. Huh? I was just doing my job. No. No! Why trust? It seems we have come to the end of this trial. I know you are going through a tough time, Walty, but with all those rumors, you were even in the defendant's chair just this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I do. You better get results this time, really. You have my profound apologies, sir. Well, my size was... I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well. Court is adjourned. Thank you, Judge. To be continued. Should I end here? I don't think I should end here. Like, it's 1 hour. February 23rd, 2:15 p.m. Light and Code Law Offices. Mr. Light, so what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused. Huh? Well, let's see what is going on. The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot, the police department's evidence room. What's this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. That's too far. Well, that's what we are going to find out. Or try to, at least. Alright, let's do it. Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Light. Look, we are in this together, right? I'll prove that these 6-limbed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us. Is there something like another gimmick for this code? You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department's murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. That oil drum. Was it empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. My sister erasing evidence as a crime scene? Never. in my mind, there's one thing, like one case that's like the Emma's sister can be also a or that like also culprit because the police department she can't like deny the Gantz's offer or something like that for some reason, and she cooperate this crime. Maybe a little bit more people involved in this case, but that's possible. Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all. It's just, we are both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that old drum washed it all away. Hehehe. Ignore the strengths of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that green for? This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing food. Luminol, I know luminol. Like it is used in crime scene, and it will found blood. Luminol? Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. Me? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink it. We are testing blood stains with this stuff, not drinking it. Yeah, look. I'll lend you these glasses. Huh? You had an extra pair of those things? Oh, so this is another mechanic for this DLC. To test for blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Press the A button to spray it on. Okay, let's find out some blood stains. Yay! Yay! あった。Luminol wasting. I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So is this a blood stain? It's so... Emma, you're shaking. This is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a blood stain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course. What's odd about this scientifically? Amount of blood. Amount of blood? This is very not much. Like, maybe it is the Mrs. Sky's blood? The perpetrator and Detective Getman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a lot more blood? I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there had to have been more blood than this. Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find a blood stain, okay? So this map is also show another evidence. See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too. I saved up my allowance to buy that. Criminal testing food received from one very proud looking Emma Sky. A solution used for scientific investigation. Finds blood traces. Spray to use. Okay. We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. Then let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah. It feels like we are really investigating crime now, doesn't it? Yes, I should keep this a spray on anything suspicious. Huh! I wonder how that fruit of yours would react to a nice dairy box. Mister! You only trust your own eyes, huh? Not bad, you two. This day-old dairy box is on the house. Looks very delicious, but when did you make this? This is fish, so if it's fresh, it's okay, but like, if it takes like 6 hours or so, it is not okay. Sorry, it's just that kind of breed. It doesn't really get my mouth watering. Thanks for the hydrate.なんか聞いてみるか。You certainly put me in a tight spot today. Apologies, Mr. But no, it's okay. It was my fault. No shrimping. バレてるか。Yeah, I was shrimping. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't second convincing enough, you see? Ebi. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry? You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. So at this point, I think the good man is already died. I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? So, you were a detective, weren't you, mister? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. Coughed it up? They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. So there is an angel and demon Gant. Angel Star and Demon Gant. That's a very coincidence. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day, I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long, they called me the cough-up queen. Ah, and here I saw someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. And you were let go? Fired? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case. The SL9 incident. SL9 incident. That's like a DL6. SL9? What? She doesn't mean... SL9. SL9? Can I show this? What do you think about this? The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was a head detective on that case, you know? Really? That knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. Every time you say DL6 and always fear DLC, and I get a little bit confused. Sorry, my pronunciation. Like DL6 and DLC. The subtitles is recognized as DLC. It shouldn't be sorry. Okay. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SN9 isn't over, not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? SL9...ねえ。I can't. Can I show something? This one? I had one of those up until 2 years ago. Back when you were the cop-up queen, right? We found this ID card here in this parking lot. Well, there's no mistaking that. It's definitely Goodman's. But it's the same ID as a man who was killed at the police department. That's impossible. I wish I could be so sure. あとは Are you do you know something about this guy? Like you tapped him, you slapped him. Did you take a look at this? Yes. You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. Didn't even look at it. You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get rich flavor like this. We infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it! So that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite. The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. Which one should I show? If I show this, like... Yeah, it's the same. Not this one. This one? If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes. So, you went straight to the scene of the crime? I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime? So 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Mr. Sir. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before. And I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time? Is there something related to SL9? No. It isn't. Is it a word to like show her something? It doesn't need to show. Ah, a body with Edgeworth's knife stuck in it was found in Edgeworth's car. I think he owes me his gratitude. Gratitude? Why? If I hadn't witnessed the crime, Mr. Edgeworth would have been the suspect. I wonder. Still, it's strange. Why didn't our chief prosecutor have her own murder weapon ready? That's it? I think there's no evidence to show.なんとなく終わりっぽいな。あ、お。She dropped that phone on the pavement. That's when you heard her talking about the muffler, right? Little did I know it was a trap. The red car's muffler and the prosecutor's red muffler. What was Miss Sky really trying to say, I wonder? Yeah, I think that's it. Show me I'm a lawyer. That looks like a petrified piece of provolone. Huh? It's not. It's my attorney's badge. I think a petrified piece of provolone. What is provolone? Provolone would fetch more on the open market. Look, my badge isn't up for sale, and not yet at least. What is the trigger of this talk? That instant really opened up my eyes to the truth. We are nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. Oh, this is Marshall. Isn't it? The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So, they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was they never did find decisive evidence, not a shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence of assault, made up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? Oh my god. That should be the best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of the job. And you was one of those? Myself and one other person you know well. Marshall? Wait, could it be... Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean Police Department Security Detail. Officer Jake Marshall. So Marshall was also a detective. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to the case, a hidden side. That's what we are after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait, those lunches you sell... There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accused office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. Mrs. Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, Rookie. What? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes. Then you should take this. Salisbury steak lunch. I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this tweet. Oh, putting Officer Marshall in a good mood. Ho. Maybe Marshall will be a part of like our side. Mister Officer Marshall, is he your are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too, back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We are putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. Should I meet him? Or... I think I should move. Atta. It was correct. February 23rd. Police Department entrance. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast they are blurring. I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here, after all. So the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is. She's just like she's like a kid at an amusement park. A real crime scene. Let's go take a look. I think you don't you scared to see crime scene. Evidence room entrance. Guard station. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. I think the サボテンってなんて言うんだろう。サボテン、まあいいか。According to the pamphlet, this is a guard station for the evidence room. So beyond that door is the evidence room, the scene of the crime. It sure seems that way. Oh! What's wrong? It's just cacti. So, this cactus is, I think, Officer Marshall's It's those cacti. They are so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight. If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard? I have a feeling I know who he's already. So guard is there? Good man. So where should I check? I think this is Marshall. There's a security guard uniform hanging there. Here. It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What was that called again? A punchy? A pounchy? A pinchy? I know, a poochie! Wait. Maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho. But I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. Poncho. The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it would be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Permission. So maybe Officer Marshall or maybe Gumshoe. Look, on the floor, a lasso. Looks like it's set up to trap something. A trap here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed. You sure have an active imagination. Texas. It isn't Texas. Texas is not like this. It looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out there. This swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch! I'll say it me more of a year myself. I think this is Goodman's hut. Yipes, this sure are prickly. They must be the real deal. I think just one big one would be sufficient. These cacti are a lot like my sister actually. How so? Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her. I'm not so sure I see the resemblance. It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity. That's it? That's pretty much it. I can't see any other information. Is there? This place is charged with frantic energy, as always. Please! Huh? Wasn't that? One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe, yatta! Detective Gumshoe! It's Gumshoe time. My favorite. Now's no time for chit chat. Power. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. Mm. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now it's no time for despair. We've called a criminal. Now we just need evidence. A criminal, you mean... You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, Paul? On the same day, that detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot. Another detective was killed at the police department. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything is topsy-turvy. But, Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal. All I know is I need meat a steak lunch. Pronto. Standing around here talking isn't going to fill my belly. Wait, don't leave. If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down. They're having a good cry. Later. He ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. The blue butcher is still rising around today. I think someone needs to repair him more. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's dancing. Speaking of dancing, the whole police department has been dancing around like crazy since yesterday. Can I take out his batteries? I just can't help but feel he's going to do something naughty. Look, that patrolman is saluting that other guy. He must be a detective. Answer me. How many fingers do you see? I'm sorry, I don't know. Well, that's 20 for the far left, but nowhere near that for the right. Get glasses, officer. That wasn't a salute. It was an eye test. They make a good pair. Where should I go? Gas station? One appears left. I don't think I can. Oh, here. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here. Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective down at the police department. Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's plot. It makes my head hurt. Well, first thing first, let's go check out the police department crime scene. Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. But don't mess up, or we could end up dead. I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. Can I ask something? That must be the chief of detectives. He's glued to his computer screen. But detective killed in the evidence room. Tell no one outside the police department? No! I told that already at the restaurant everything. Someone's getting a demotion. This chief of police should be fired. So this is a police mascot, what is it? Blue Butcher. これは知ってるな。Well, the dancing Blue Butcher team is still under development, you see? You have it trademarked? Absolutely. It's cutting edge stuff. Very now. I showed this doll here to my daughter and she burst into tears. Don't show her the moving mock-up upside down. You'll give her nightmares. What should I do? That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. I know, the killer used dry ice. If you put it between the latch and the door, the room could be sealed shut. This is good. I'll win a writer's award for sure. He's not writing a report. He's writing a novel. 働け. Please do work. What should I do? No. In the office. Yeah. That must be protected. There are the detective's desks. There are computers and files on each one. Funny. They are a lot tedier than I'd expect. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. Is there something? I'm not sure. What should I do right now? A poster of a female police officer. Wait, no. That's the latest Babes in Uniform calendar. My bad. 終わってないな。あ。ここか。Here. Still, I do feel better about things a little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Oh yeah, I guess they did it. Let's do not go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. What was that? Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me? A perpetrator? I said it. I was the perpetrator against her. That's what I'd say. Hi. Greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. Meeting, like meetings. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Officer Meekins. So, you are a guard here at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrol man, like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report? No, sir, how should I say this? Wait, is he? Is he arrested? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't, did you? Perpetrated Officer Meekins reporting, sir. What? What? Now this is an unexpected turn of events. What are you doing? Sir, I'm a patrol man with general affairs, sir. Sir! Oh, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir. And so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So normally there's a guard at the evidence room. That's right, sir. Because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. I love this face. This face is very cute. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. He has so many faces. How many art did you have? 警察ま What are you doing? What the heck is this guy doing? So what happened there? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And when I was here in the detention center. How long were you out? Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand, just like Miss Sky. Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. The fruit Onshu Mikan is called Satsuma in English, named after Satsuma province, near Kagoshima. Oh, I didn't expect that. No, like I didn't know that. Satsuma ne, because they came from there. Oh, so Onshu Mikan is like the name shows hot mikan. No, not hot mikan, like hot area mikan. So I learned Keisatsu-san by thinking about the fruit Satsuma. Tats. So people, like Japanese people call Keisatsu sometimes Satsu because some people really hate to say whole things, like whole words, because they hate Satsu. I remember that. I don't mean to, but if I made a mistake, I could call the policeman an orange. Orange? If I made a mistake, I could call the policeman an orange. Well, the fruit is very similar to an orange. Ah, so ne. Yeah, mikan is very similar to orange. But the inside is very different. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Keisatsuma. Sir, please don't look at me with these sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you have to label me as perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention, and alive and well at that. Yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So you didn't know him? Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives. So, if he was in a total stranger, why did you stop him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. No. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, Don't you think you should just confess? But sir, but there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do? That, to tell the truth, that when it happened, the detective pointed the knife at me. I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. Next thing you knew, you were... Huh? Then, when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock. Oh, the throw, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared. So, it is possible he didn't kill him? That's some story. Should I show this? Officer Makins, this is for you. Eek! I'm scared of knives, sir. It's okay. I just wanted... That's it, sir. Last night, sir. That's the one. I was an apple, sir. In my dream, sir. And I was being peeled. On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife. He's overreacting to the knife. I guess he's been through a lot. Should I show something? SL9? Official Makins, could you take a look at this? I'm sorry, sir. Really sorry, but I have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir? これも違うか。This is not... this is not related. A knife is the same thing. The same sentence. Do you think you could take a look at this? Hey! That's it, sir! That's it! That's it! That's what? My head was a blank until this very moment. Oh, sir, now I remember. I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct! That card. That card was the cause of it all. This ID card? Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir. Nothing. I'd better pry into this one a little deeper. Let's talk about this. Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a lost little patternman. A lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought... and that's why you thought he looked suspicious. So, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the books so far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly, he pointed a knife at me. What? Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and beeped at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him. Do unto to others before they do unto you. My own father's words, sir. But what happened then? Well, my eyes, sir. Everything went white. When I awoke, I was here. Right. So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman. And the victim, whom he met at the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card. So, so this victim isn't Goodman? In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines. Huh? But you still ended up here? They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day, at the time. Detective Goodman was definitely in this evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly? No, but the videotape is quite clear. Huh? Videotape? From the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. It's there. It's me. It's on tape. And you waited until now to tell us this? I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks, I have my own. Well, guess we'd better go check out the crime scene. Back to the crime scene? How long it will take? I have to finish this stream soon. Hey, Mr. Wright. Look who's standing at the chief of detective's desk. It's Police Chief Gant. Oh, criminal. Not criminal, culprit. And you sure this is all? You know what it means if there is anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, and under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away, deal? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. The chief of detectives looks a little flustered. Aha, Raito, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Oh ho ho, Chief Gant, reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? So, I think it will take more. It will take more time to go into trial, next trial. So, I'll finish here. It will be very long case. So, I have to end today's stream. So, it's there's so many sentences I have to read. So, it was like my water is not enough. Like I drank my water, whole water, so I can't progress. I can't make a progress. So finish this stream. So thanks for coming, everyone, and hope you'll have a wonderful day. Next stream will be, I think, what? Not Tuesday, Wednesday. I think next stream will be Wednesday. Because I have so many things to do until August 4th. Okay? ジョンさんいらっしゃい。Thanks for the part chat as well. But we are going to finish this stream. Sorry, I'm sorry about that. Because I'm run out of my water. So yeah, next stream will be Wednesday. Okay. I really try. I will try to stream Wednesday, but maybe I can't. So please allow me about that. So forgive me. So thank you so much for everyone watching this whole stream and this whole time. 今日の配信はこの辺で終わりにしたいと思います。ということで、来ていただき、ありがとうございました。次はおそらく水曜日やると思います。ので、よろしくお願いします。So, thank you and have a nice day. Please drink water constantly because it's very hot recently. Okay? So, goodbye. Have a nice day. Thank you so much. And thanks for the first chat as well. Thank you so much. And goodbye.